so we're going to work on teaching Alice how to recall on command. We've been working on this a little bit. Now she's more interested in the treats. So when I start, I'd like to have a 90-degree bend in my elbow like this, because going up and down matters. So I usually hold it about right here. Alice, come. Alice. Alice. Come. So the second it touches her lips, we want to say the command word come. I'm asking her to sit by going over her head like I showed you in the other video. Alice, come. Come. So I want to keep it close. If I pull it too far away, then she's like, oh, it's not for me, and she loses interest. Alice. Alice, sit. Alice. Alice. Sit. Come. And then we scratch under her chin and say come. So what I would suggest you guys do is start out in a circle or a square or a triangle. You want to have at least 3 people. And then one person is in charge. So maybe if the kids are good, then you can give the kids the ability to be in charge. So if she's in charge, she goes mommy. And then mommy at that point says come. Now if I say that we were talking just a minute ago about giving the command word multiple times. If I say come, 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 come. Now right now she's distracted because she's a puppy. So that's just natural. She'll get better at it as she gets a little bit older. Her concentration or focus will get better. But what I do is I say come once, and then if the dog doesn't come, then I make a kissing sound. And then I go lower. The lower my hand is, the more it's for the dog. Now she's not paying much attention right now. But typically if I raise it up, that's to get the dog to sit. So I start out in front of their nose and I kind of go over their head. Alice, come. Come. So whoever's in charge gets the point, and only one person calls the dog at a time. Now at first we want to start out with a small square triangle like this, but eventually we'll make it a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. But we want to wait until she's coming consistently at the small circle. Then what we want to do is maybe have somebody sitting over there by the couch, and then somebody sitting over there by the hallway. Now if you have them blocked off, they're obviously not on the other side. But the idea is the dog has to go farther and farther distances before they're able to, or is able to recall from farther and farther distances. Now, once you do it to the point where she can come anywhere in the house, then what I would do is practice on your deck. Close the stairs. I mean, she can't really go down the stairs anyways, but just keep her there. When you're outside, there's a lot of distractions. Come. These have a strong aroma. Come. So I expect the sit. That's just part of the come for me. So I'm not going to give the treat unless the dog sits. But when you go outside, you have a lot more distractions. There's sounds, there's smells, there's sights, there's the sun, there's birds, and all that fun stuff. So we want to practice it inside until she's consistent. Then we go out to your deck. And then the next step would be to go down in your yard and again start in a very tight circle where maybe the furthest people are like about 7 or 8 feet apart. And then we gradually keep on getting the circle bigger and bigger to the point where you're on opposite ends of the yard. That way she sees, for a dog, this looks like I have something. So you have to be a good actor. So this works easier when I'm in LA when I'm dealing with actors, but a lot of people are like, well, that's not going to work. So I don't have a pocket here. So what I could do is, come. So the first couple times you're doing this, you don't want to tease her. We want to make sure that she gets the treat each time that she comes. So that creates a positive association. So I hear the word come, I better come and run it, and I'm going to get a treat. She's awfully cute. So this is the recall. Again, do it in little stages and don't expand the circle until the dog is coming consistently, and just keep on getting bigger and bigger. But eventually the nice thing is when you go like this, the dog will just come run over to you and sit down looking up, expecting to get the treat. Let's try it one more time. Alice, come. Alice. So these have a strong scent, so if I blow over them, come. That I can get her to catch the aroma, and that creates more when you come here. Alice, Alice, come. Alice. Now she's still a puppy, so this is all really new, but the more that this happens, she gets a treat, the more apt she will be to come to us when we call her in the future.